Hello everyone, Namaste and welcome back to my channel Sway Serene Space. As the title suggests, today's video will be about how I celebrated my Ugadi festival and what all I cooked that day. I know, it is a late vlog, but trust me, the recipes that I'm going to share can be made on any day or for any occasion. It can be quick South Indian guest thali or you can use individual recipes. So, without any further delay, let's get this right started. I will be sharing each recipe one by one. The first thing that I am making today is the traditional Ugadi Chutney. This chutney is mandatory for us as it gives us the 6 tastes of life: sour, bitter, salt, sweet, spicy and tangy. We make this chutney by adding a little tamarind juice, few raw mango chunks, neem flower petals, jaggery powder, banana chunks, salt and mirchi powder. Mix everything and it's done. My daughter loves this and ended up eating it all. Now let's make the curry first. I am making Ivy God curry. It's also called Tende ki sabzi in Hindi and Dondakai Kura in Telugu. I have cut the Ivy God into cubes using my dicer. Yes, I use some smart kitchen appliances in my kitchen to make my work easy. I pressure cook these cubes for 1 whistle with some salt and water. In a kadai, I added some oil for tadka along with urad dal, mustard seeds, zeera and dry red chilies. When mustard seeds splattered, I added hing and curry leaves. Add the pressure cooked Ivy God, then add haldi powder and red chili powder. As I already added salt while pressure cooking them, I am not adding any now. Now the secret ingredient here is the sesame dry chili powder. I pre-made this powder. All you have to do is roast some sesame seeds until they splatter along with few dry chilies. Let them cool down and grind them coarsely. This serves as an amazing taste maker or you can eat it as a podi. Give everything a good mix and cook for few seconds and your curry is ready. Now with one easy recipe done, let's prep first for the most time-taking recipe in the list today. That's Puran Poli. Here I have taken 1 glass maida and 1 glass atta. I added a pinch of turmeric for that nice color, a little bit of salt and kneaded it into a soft dough. The kneading here is important for the Puran Polis to come out soft. So make sure that you make it a nice soft dough just like you make for parathas. After kneading the dough, apply some oil from the top and leave it to rest. Now for the stuffing, take the same glass that we have taken for the atta, measure 1 glass chana dal, wash them and pressure cook them for 3 whistles with a little bit of haldi and few drops of oil. For sweetness, I have taken the same glass measurement of jaggery powder. So the measurements are 2 glasses of flour, 1 glass chana dal and 1 glass of jaggery powder. You can increase the jaggery powder according to your taste, but for us, the sweetness was sufficient. After the pressure is released, I grinded the chana dal a little bit and in the same cooker, I took the jaggery powder and melted it with 2 to 3 spoons of water. I added the ground paste. Let this whole mixture cook until it all comes together like a nice dough. And in the end, add elaichi powder. Now let's let this mixture cool down completely before we start making the Puran Polis. Now let's get prepped for the tamarind rice. We call it pulihora. I have pressure cooked 4 cups of rice and soaked tamarind. My daughter is helping me with taking out the pulp of tamarind. In the rice, I have added turmeric powder, salt and some oil along with curry leaves and a little hing. Mix everything well and keep it aside. I have taken some fat green chilies and slit them into half. Now, in a kadai, I took around 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil, and this much of oil is definitely needed for this recipe. Then I added Chenna Dal, Urad Dal, mustard seeds and a few dry red chilies. Zeera won't go into this recipe. If you want, you can add. Also, this is my version of tamarind rice. This is how my mother-in-law taught me. You can definitely tweak around according to your family preferences. Now add few peanuts and cashew nuts if you like, as they give amazing crunch in this rice. Add hing and mix it all well. Now add the slit green chilies. After frying them for few seconds, add the tamarind paste. Now for 4 cups of rice, I took 1 cup of thick tamarind paste. I would suggest to keep the consistency of the tamarind paste thick, as it gives nice tangy flavor to the rice. Else, you can adjust it according to your taste. Let the mixture completely cool down and then add it to the rice and mix everything well. Add little sugar in the end. If you have roasted methi seeds powder, add that as well, as these two balance the different flavors added into this rice. Mix everything well without lumps. Press the rice tightly and keep it aside for the rice to soak in all the flavors. Tasty tamarind rice is ready. Now the next recipe is mango coconut chutney. I diced the coconuts into small pieces and added it to a mixer jar along with green chilies, chunks of half a mango, salt, haldi and chutney powder. The recipe of the chutney powder is on the screen. Grind everything well and take it out into a bowl. Now for the chutney tadka, I added urad dal, mustard seeds and dry red chilies. After they heat up, add hing and curry leaves and add it to the mixture. Your coconut chutney is ready. Our next recipe is Chenna Moong Dal Badi. For this, I soaked Chenna Dal and Moong Dal in equal quantities for an hour and blended them along with salt, ginger, green chilies and few coriander leaves. To this mixture, I added loads of chopped coriander and mixed it all together. Now in a kadai, I took some oil and heated it. This is one such recipe which absorbs very less oil. You will see in the end that the oil in the kadai is almost same. Now the oil should neither be too hot nor too normal. It should be of medium temperature. Once you drop the buddies into the oil, they should not come up as soon as you put them. That's the sign that the oil is at the right temperature. I am frying all the vadas in batches. In the meanwhile, my daughter was helping me by making small balls of the puran. She loves to stay with me while cooking, and yes, clean as you go. Otherwise, after so much cooking, you won't have any patience left to clean your kitchen afterwards. Always clean as you go, it gives you peace. Trust me. So my last batch of vadas are also ready and I'm dishing them out. See how nice and fluffy they have turned out. Aren't they mouth-watering? Okay, now let's come to the Puran Polis, our last recipe for today. The dough has rested well and I am taking small balls of it and rolling them just as you do for parathas. Keep the stuffing inside the dough as you are seeing on the screen and close it from all the sides. Apply dry flour on both the sides and roll it just like a chapati. I have kept all the clips as it is so that you can see how nicely the purans have turned out. As the dough has rested well and the stuffing is of the exact consistency, they will not stick to the chakla, and trust me, as you can see, the stuffing is intact and is not coming out. Roll them nicely into thin chapatis. Now fry them from both the sides and our tasty Puran Poli is ready. I know this is a time-taking recipe, but trust me, your efforts are worth it. And while I was doing all this, my daughter came to help me and she helped me frying the Puran Polis. So yes, this was my cooking vlog of Ugadi. I shared my version of the dishes. These are not authentic, but my family prefers them like this. You can definitely play around with the basic idea. With a little bit of preps, you can finish all of these recipes within 1.5 to 2 hours. I started at 10 and finished everything by 12 p.m. And this is the bhog or prasad thali for the Bhagwan. And after all this, I cleaned my kitchen and loaded the dishwasher. Had my lunch and enjoyed some screen time. Hope you all like these recipes. If yes, then do give this video a big thumbs up. Follow me on my Instagram and I'll see you all soon. Keep smiling. Bye bye.